So, yeah, really just being able to let go of the past and be able to bring your message of love, light, peace, and hope, and to really be a true friend to your friends and know that you're on the right path for what's going on. Yeah, you're on your way out of any conflict or drama of the past. You're leaving behind the emotional, turbulent waters to come to a place of peace and calm. Yeah, yeah, having a transformation from the past lessons and from the past conflict and drama or fights or lies or any kind of dishonesty that has happened, really being able to leave all of that behind and really being able to open up and trust again as well. Being able to open up and trust that new things are happening and the old cycles are done and over with. Yeah, there might have been some sort of unequal give and take that was going on in your life that causes you to not want to be open and generous with your love or your emotion. But it's time now to find your balance between your masculine and feminine energy, between your passions and your emotions, and really be able to ground yourself in that and listen to your intuition to lead you forward towards your happiness, to really lead you to be able to be giving and generous again, and to be open to love, and to really you've been on this journey to learn how to love yourself and to really find that deep well of emotion inside yourself so you can express it out. And it may have been a very long, slow, steady, hard journey, something that you've had to put a lot of dedicated effort into, and something that has been very slow going. And so this is calling for you to have patience as well, to really be able to stop holding back, to end the cycle of holding back because of fears. And it's time really to express who you truly are, regardless of what anyone else thinks about you. It's time to stop fearing a betrayal and causing that to allow you to block your heart. And it's time to really step into your true power and to let justice take care of anything in the past. Let it balance the scales out for past things that have happened. Karma will take care of it. And being able to release that and to just truly be yourself, to be able to call in your soul family. It requires you to be yourself. What's really funny is the Queen of Cups was sitting up here and it was peeking out and I seen it and I thought about grabbing it and I was like, no, I'm going to shove the cards together and pick a different card, and the King of Cups came out. So, there could also be a love connection going on in your life, and there may be somebody who is very emotionally mature at this time because of everything that they've went through, and maybe in the past there might have been a really rough, harsh ending. They may have been very possessive or controlling. They may have been very holding back of their emotions, or you. But this cycle of fear is coming to an end, and they're going to be able to express their emotions regardless of the consequences, to be able to remain grounded, to be able to face the situation head on with no fear or anxiety. But you have to learn how to be open to the love and open to receiving that love and open to receiving that emotion as well. And for some reason, these coins right here were making me think of pile one again too, because all that glitters is not necessarily gold, but some things that glitter are. So that's what I have for this pile. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below, or if you have a suggestion for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. So for pile 4, there may be some sort of hiding energy going on in this pile, where you may be holding back, or you may be keeping your secrets tucked deep inside. You may be keeping your emotions tucked deep inside, or thoughts or plans, and you may be very tightly closed up. And the theme of this reading is going to be the bear and the hawk. So it's a lot of like protective energy. You might be trying to protect yourself by keeping yourself contained in a way. And it's time now, though, to come out of that, to really listen to your perceptions and listen to what your keen intuition and understanding and knowledge is telling you. It's time to really focus on what your intuition and what your gut is telling you. So for the hawk, we have watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings, and it is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, is suspicious. To bring into balance, a perspective shift is needed. So it's time now to really change your perspectives on something that you've been looking at, something that you may have been hiding yourself from or holding yourself back from in some way. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from a deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows that it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation, and the initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles. But you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes. The warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength and a yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, heaviness. To bring into balance, movement and exercise. So it's now time to get up and get out there, to stop sleeping or hibernating in this state of being hidden away from the world. And it's time to really come out and express yourself, to express the knowledge and wisdom you have within yourself. From this slumber, you've gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge from taking this time alone, kind of like a hermit, from taking this time alone for introspection and going within. You have gained a lot of wisdom and a lot of intuition, a lot of insight, and now it's time to go forward and express that. It's time to have this awakening as well, and to really gain a new perspective on some situation in your life. Your dreams have a deeper meaning than you know. Explore them for answers. So I actually have a friend that has been having some dreams lately that have really been bothering her, and our dreams really mean a lot of different in-depth things. And dreaming about a certain thing can really mean something completely different than what the dream is actually showing you, because you have to look at the deeper hidden meaning behind it. If you need help in interpreting your dreams, you can go ahead and leave me a comment in the comments below, and I can possibly help you figure that out. I've actually interpreted a lot of dreams over the years for people, and I really enjoy doing it. You face challenges head on, and you overcome obstacles every time they appear. So you are somebody who really is very fearless, somebody who is ready to stand up to any challenge you face, ready to stand up for what you believe in, ready to go in, charging into action and overcoming whatever gets in your way. You're somebody who really learns and gains experience from everything you go through as well. You know your worth and you refuse to settle for less. And that's a good thing. When you know your worth and you refuse to settle for less, then you won't attract in less than your worth. Be discerning in the people who are coming in, because you'll always, it's not that you won't attract them in, you'll know better which ones to weed out. Because from this introspection and slumber that you've gone on and this time you've taken away, you have learned how much you are worth, and you know how much you are worth. And you're going to keep fighting till you get that, instead of settling for something that is not good enough, or someone that's not good enough, or, whatever the situation is. And it's not only through raising your vibrations that you get that, but it's also through being discerning. You speak your truth no matter the cost, and you know your worth and that of others. So, if you aren't speaking your truth, no matter the cost, it's time to do that. Pile 1 was actually talking about really fighting for what you believe in and standing up for what's right and leading the charge in that. So, being able to really express yourself and not worry about the outcome and really be able to know what your true value and worth is, and to know what the value and worth of other people in your life is as well, and to really, you've gone within to understand this, and now it's time to take action on this because you know. And there may be some sort of dreams you're having, or some sort of daydreams even possibly that you're having, that have a deeper connection and meaning. Ooh, Consciousness or Conscience by Jacob Lee is a good song for that as well. I know I suggest that song a lot, but you know what? It's a really good song. And he talks about in it that our dreams have a far deeper meaning. They were put there for a reason. And, take action on your dreams. Confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and I look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A plus that is? So, really being able to have unconditional love for yourself is what this is about. And being able to be confident and believe in yourself and trust in yourself and know that you have a lot of wisdom within you to express to the world. It's time to come out of your cave, and it's time to really reveal your true self and to take off any masks that you've been putting on for the world to hide away who you are and who your true identity is. Because the only way other people similar to you can find you is if you're able to really be yourself. No judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic and call it into my office and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? So, yeah, it's time to just forgive, to release, to let go of anything that has hurt you in the past, whether that be other people's words or actions, even your parents' words or actions, or friends and or partners that you've had in the past, and yourself, your own inner voice. It's time to leave that behind. Leave behind the voice in your head that is telling you that you aren't good enough. Leave behind the other people who have told you that as well. Not necessarily leave them behind, but leave behind those opinions. Leave behind those beliefs. And sometimes when you have a dream, other people can't even see it coming into fruition because they've never had a dream of their own. So how would they ever believe that anybody's dreams could ever come true? You know? They've never even tried to go after theirs. Remember those things when you're facing situations like this as well, because it sounds like there's something you're really wanting to do, but you may not be doing it because you don't have the confidence, because nobody's supporting you either, and everybody just thinks it's this crazy wild fantasy that's never going to happen, or you might be thinking that it's a crazy wild fantasy that's never going to happen. But it's time to just let that go, and it's time to just release yourself from any harsh judgments or criticisms and to believe in yourself. Love. Love is a many splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors, like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulations I get when I sink a 3-point basket shot on the first try, or how about the chills I get when singing along to Pain, or Believer. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's by Imagine Dragons. I got my puppy right here too, by the way. Boy, puppies really do make you feel very loved. And, this could be a love situation. You may be having dreams about a significant other. There may be a very deep connection between you and someone, and you may be holding back out of fear of not being worthy. You may have a lot of thoughts in your head going on that are keeping you from expressing your truth and from voicing your opinion, but it's time to start voicing your opinion, because anybody worth having in your life is going to be okay with listening to your opinion. Even if they don't agree with everything you have to say, they're not going to make you feel bad about what you have to say either. But it's got to be an equally reciprocated thing. And if you're busy judging yourself, it's amazing how many people you're judging around you too, and you don't even realize it till you stop judging yourself. because you project that on other people when that happens. And you guys actually got an extra one of these cards, so we got 2 more left. Ups and downs. I'm sorry this one's turning into such a long one. And this is like pile 1 too, because they got the other card that's like that with the ups and downs. The impermanence card. Ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what make things fun and interesting, and when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. And if you're waiting for a love connection reading, pile 1 could be where that is too. Because that one was about a love connection. Communication. Wonder how that other person's feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army where there's a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and with gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses out of everyone, including the person who came up with that aorphism. So yeah, it's really time to come out of this shell. It's time to come out of this protective layer you've built up over yourself. You know, you may be a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. I had a very protective shell over myself, believe it or not, at one point where it was very hard for me to communicate. When Cancers have their heart broken, sometimes they can definitely jump right into that shell because, you know, it's a good place to hide out. And taking that time to yourself alone in that hermit mode and not really wanting anybody around tends to happen as well. But now it's time to really, there's somebody you're thinking about or something you're thinking about that you really want to express your truth on, and it's time to do it. It's time to listen to your intuition. It's time to listen to your instincts and your gut and allow them to lead you. Allow them to let you know that you are worth and you have the value for whatever it is that you're wanting to go for. That you are worthy and not to feel unworthy. So we have the moon. So there may be some very deep, hidden feelings going on. There may be, and wolves mate for life. There's loyalty and there's, you know, pack and community. And it's time to listen to your intuition, to listen to the light coming to you in the darkness. Listen to what is being shown to you through going through the darker parts of life. You are being led to listen to your intuition and have faith and to follow what your emotions and what your deeper insides are wanting you to go after. There's something you're questioning in your life, something that you have put in so much work, effort, time, patience to in cultivating, and it's ready for you to pick. In this 7 of Pentacles, look at that. This bush is really filled with this abundance, and it's abundance that this person has spent so much time collecting, cultivating, tending to, nurturing, caring for, but he's not going after it. He's not plucking it. He's not grabbing what he has worked so hard for, because he's contemplating whether or not this is real, whether or not it really paid off. And it's because you might be trying to control the situation in some way, or you might be thinking that you know, you're just supposed to be watching over it, but it's time to find that strength, that stability, that inner leader, and to do what's best for everyone involved in this situation, and to really see the truth. See the truth of what's deeply buried underneath. It's time to step into your power and step into your stability and to really take a leadership role. To stop questioning things and to take action on these new thoughts and ideas you've had. To go on this new adventure and to really be in a state of wonder and childlike innocence, and to just really go after your curiosity. Seek to satiate your curiosity. Seek to satiate your intuition by going on this new journey. Instead of contemplating it, it's time to take action now. It's time to communicate and to express yourself and your truth in a very mature, honest way. You're somebody very intellectual. You're somebody who knows a lot. You're somebody who can communicate very effectively. And you know, there may also be a situation here where you're wondering whether or not somebody else is going to reap the rewards of all the efforts you've put in. And or you may even be thinking that somebody else is competition, but this somebody else is nowhere near on your level. And it's really time to step into your confidence and your worth and your value, and to know your confidence and worth and value, to know where you belong, to know what is for you, and to really be able to claim your empire, be able to step in and express your truth of your passions, your ideas, your understandings, maybe even to this other person. There may be somebody in your life that you need to express that to as well, and maybe this is your moment to teach them through communication. It's your time to step up into your power and take action to communicate. So that's what I have for this pile. I hope you really enjoyed this reading, and I would absolutely love to hear your feedback in the comments below, or if you have a suggestion for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye.